Okay. Right, let me just check the stream on my laptop. Phone. I mean phone, not laptop. I meant phone. Wow, for once I actually do something kind of on time. That is shocking. Okay, actually, okay, it works. Good, 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 good. Right. I hope that, right, so that's live. Please tell me there's some places that are pinging about it already. Because I'm a bit skeptical now that the bot hasn't quite, because in a server there's a bot. Right, there's one part of a server that I'm in that actually pings people when I go live. It's like a special role kind of thing. So please tell me that they haven't got rid of it. Oh, thank God for that they haven't got rid of it. It might be the bot. Oh, nope, there we go. There we go, it pinged there. Just really quick, I can't see the chat, so if someone's typing, I have no idea. Also, I am sorry for the mic quality. I know it sounds like ass, but I couldn't be I don't know. I just you'll understand why I'm doing why. Right, I'm gonna ping in my server just to be like, hey everyone, I'm live. Oh wow, how convenient. That's the live stream. I'm gonna ping. Oops, I nearly pinged the wrong one. Alright, hello, I'm live. I'll look at the chat in a minute. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Okay, look, I'll be honest, right? I'll say this. That thumbnail that I made, I won't lie, that was an insane thumbnail that I've made. Like, I made that earlier today, and I think I made it, when did I make it? Like, how long did it take me to make? I think it took me like no, it wasn't 10 minutes, that's a stretch. It took me like 20 minutes to make that. Happy New Year! Yes! Darren, Happy New Year! Indeed, in fucking indeed. It's been fucking what? Well, I'll say this: 2025 was a fucking crazy year, was it not? I have to. Right. Should I watch? Should I really watch my stream back just to make sure? I mean, I know that my audio is good because I'm not experiencing any issues, but eh. Because okay, right, I'm just gonna keep it paused because I don't really oh, hang on, let me see if I can get the chat up on my laptop actually. How do I do that? Ah, here it is, chat. Right. Let's get the chat up on my laptop, then I'm not having to fucking stare at my phone. Because that is a bloody nightmare trying to stare on my phone. I will be honest. It is difficult trying to stare at that on my phone. So in its own time, it will do it. Now, knowing my luck, it's probably going to fucking say, "Oh, encoding overloaded," and then fucking crash. I wouldn't put it past it. I do think that something like that would happen. So I still can't see that. Ah, here we go. And it's like, oh, sign into chat. All messages that you send will appear publicly. Well, I'll have you know, YouTube, that I already am signed in, you person. Anyway, why am I calling YouTube's chat function a person? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so there we go. Now I see the chat. Woo! I'm not even kidding. The only effect I put on my mic, this is how you know I'm fucking lazy. The only effect I put on my mic was noise suppression. That was the only effect that I put on. Now, it's because I didn't want to keep fiddling with it. It'd take too long, and I know I could prepare all this in advance, but I don't like to do that. I like to go bang on and stream. You know what? Should I? Oh my god! Should I actually record like a Instagram thing and just be like, "Hey y'all, I'm live." Should I actually do that? Should I actually do that? Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm a totally do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record. So if you want to be in my Instagram story, that will only be around for 24 hours. I don't know, just randomly, I don't know, say something random. If my friend was here right now, he'd probably be typing the word bum in the chat. That's just how he is. Anyway, let me just. Nope, that is not how I do it. Oops. Nope. Oh, fuck it, just swipe. I'm about to do it. I'm about to record it. Wow, will you look at that? I am live. That is insane. I'm live on OBS. As you can see, I've got the chat there, and I've got me in the middle. Anyway, hi. There we go, recorded it. Oh my god, shush, shush. No, shush. Me, be quiet. No, me, be quiet. I need to plug my headphones back in. Oh my god. That's enough of him. That's enough from me. Okay, let me just copy that, and I'm gonna just say I'm gonna put as the sticker live stream. Come join, please. I might even save it as a fucking video, so then that'll be on there for all the. Then I'll have it on my phone for all eternity. I don't know what that sound was that I did in it. I don't even know if it picked up. I always do that sound whenever I'm trying to be funny. I don't know why. Now I'm gonna type text saying, "Wows, I am live." I don't know what that sound is that I did. It's funny, though. I'm gonna put it in my highlights, and I might put it in wow. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my wow highlights. I just realised that has zeros. I just realised that sounds like nothing if you don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, right, I have a couple of Instagram stories, right, on my phone. Wait, what's this Insta? Oh, over the story, right? Yeah, I have this thing on Instagram where I have a bunch of stories on there, right? I'm gonna read them out. So the stories that I have are Serious Room, which is more for, well, serious stuff, musician calls, projects, in all caps, wow, And then in all caps again, music goldies. There's only one thing in there so far, and it's the fact that I found one song that took me 3 years to find. Thanks, BBC. Just what I needed. That took way too long to find. Anyway, and then there's 3 a.m. ideas, skull emoji, dev diary. I even have one for me ranting. I have an Instagram story for me ranting, and I just call it Noah Angie. I don't know why, I just do. And then I have another one for when I do something stupid, like a typo or something, and I call it That's a Bit Silly. I don't know why, but there we go. Now I don't know why either. What's this DM? Oh, it's oh, it's my friend. It's my friend DMing me. It's someone outside of who I usually talk to. By the way, it's like it's an IRL friend that yeah. But anyway, yeah. So they're typing to me. That's okay, right? Basically, I send my friend an Instagram reel of a fractal zoom, right? Now, if you those things are all you need to know is those things are fucking trippy, right? So so I send them that, and they go, "Oh my god, I don't like that." That was funny. I'm just reading the reaction. It's funny. The reaction just makes me laugh. Anyway, I do have the updates. I realised I am going heavily off topic, but that is the true beauty of me yapping. I go heavily off topic. I am so good at that. So, let me just. I don't know why I'm getting YouTube up. I don't know why I'm getting YouTube up on my phone if I can see it on my screen. But anyway, I do have a couple of updates. The first one is like I'm thinking of saving up for a headset. And you're probably thinking why that is. It's because then I'll have a somewhat better mic. And here's the thing, right? If I get myself a headset, this is what it also means. Hold on 1 minute. Right, okay. Anyway, see, right, at some point, what I want to do is do an entirely different stream to what I usually do, right? And you might be thinking, oh, what type of stream is that? Basically, one of the stream ideas I have, just a one-off. I don't think it'll happen every time. Just a one-off, right? But and me and my friend were talking about it a couple. No, it wasn't a couple days. Yeah, no, it was a couple days ago. I don't know if he's watching, but maybe he can probably tell me in DM if whether or not that. I don't even know if he's even watching. I don't know. Let me do a call out, right? I mean, if he's watching this, let's do an experiment here, right? So you all know Anonymous Manners. You're more acquainted, but it's not really. You don't. I mean, you don't know him. I mean, you don't quite know where he lives or anything. I do, but you don't. Anyway, Anonymous Manners, if you're watching, right, DM me really quick. Was it a couple days ago? I sound like, out of context, I sound like a fucking lunatic. I know I sound like a fucking lunatic out of context, but like, we gotta confirm it. Gotta confirm it. And if he DMs me, oh fucking hell, he's online. If he starts typing, if he starts typing, that confirms that he's watching the stream. I have doubts. I mean, I could connect to the Discord. I could connect to a Discord call and just randomly say, "Hey, do you want a VC?" And then just randomly be like, eh. But I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't randomly VC with him whilst on stream because I like to tell people in advance. And by in advance, I mean like 20. I mean like 10 minutes before. But let's just say it was a couple days ago, right? So a couple days ago, me and him, we were playing Fall Guys, right? Just for a bit of fun, just because, yes, right? And one of the thing, what here's the thing, right? We play games, we get fucking chaotic, right? Now, originally, we did have the idea of me probably playing Minecraft, right? But there is a problem with that. If I tried to stream that from my phone, because I only have Pocket Edition, chances are it would probably crash and we would have issues with the stream. So I ain't doing that. I am not doing that because, well, performance issues from my phone. My phone is like a. I'm not even kidding. My phone literally turns into a hot potato whenever that happens. Okay, not literally. I mean, you can't really eat it, but like it does it does get very hot. Anyway, so one of the things we were, so we were. I have a PS4 right behind me, right? I'm sat in a completely different area of my room, in case you're wondering. I'm on the floor. Why? Because yes. And one of the things we were saying is, oh, we should do a stream of that. Just us playing Fall Guys. And I thought, you didn't see it, but I tapped my nose twice. He's on to something. He's on to something. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Just for a bit of funsies one time. I don't know when that's gonna be. I mean, I have to get a fucking headset first before actually doing that, but at the same time, there is a risk with that, and obviously, it's gonna attract people who are only into Fall Guys, and then when they see the stuff that I actually make, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? This isn't Fall Guys. This is anything but Fall Guys." And then they'll unsubscribe. Yeah, that would be a bit of a shame, wouldn't it? Let me just do a bit of a sound check really quick, just very quickly. I'm gonna message my friend because I'm assuming my friend is not anonymous man. That's a different one. I'm assuming that she's watching, and I'm just gonna say, "Is my audio?" Hang on 1 minute. Clapping emoji. Oh no, that's not a clapping emoji. That's a wave emoji. Oops. I I don't. Bro, the clap emoji and the fucking wave emoji look very similar. Hello. Hello. How quiet am I? Am I quiet or am I like fairly loud? Just because I am a bit conscious that because I haven't really put many effects on the mic. Mainly because like I couldn't really be, I didn't really think to do it because I was in a bit of a rush. But if because I couldn't edit my mic on the stream. Oh, closer to quiet than loud. All right, let's fix that then, shall we? because we want it to be at least loud, like enough so you can. All right, yeah, because I am noticing, like it does go mainly green. So like, let me just turn it up just a tad. Oh, right there. How's that? I'm slowly tweaking it. Is that better? Oh, I probably shouldn't fucking shout. Jesus Christ, I'll blow your ears off. Perfect. All right, that's. Bro, I have the temptation just to fucking ping, pings. What's this? Oh, oh, okay, no, that's a different thing. Yeah, right. Well, that's good. Right. See, now that I've, oh my god, I have this tendency to get loud. So I am not blowing your ears off, am I? When I get accidentally loud, am I not am I blowing people's ears out when I get accidentally loud? You know what? It might be wise that I actually do watch my stream. Because I'm not watching it. It might be wise that I actually do watch it. It's staying pretty controlled, not gonna lie, no distortion. Okay, good. It's probably because I'm not. It's probably because I'm not anywhere near my mic. See, because it goes red, and when I think that, because my brain is so used to fucking Reaper, sometimes when it goes a bit too red, it sounds distorted as hell. Good old joys of Reaper. Let me just. Oh, actually, that is good. No, actually, that is good. That is good. I'm listening back to it. Actually, that is pretty nice. Obviously, my noise suppression will probably be a bit shit because I've tried hand clapping and well, it picks up. It kinda went muted. Anyway, I really need to, bro. I'm too busy yapping, and I need to fucking actually get into what I need to talk about. Well, no, I did talk about one thing, and that was the fact that I do want to do a one-off stream at some point where I am just there playing Fall Guys with my friend. Now, I don't know how well I'd be able to do it, or how well I'd be able to pull it off. Because here's the thing, I have a PS4 behind me, and obviously my friend has an Xbox, right? It's cross-platform, but like, I don't know how you'd be able to hear us both. I don't know if he would have to enable voice chat on his end, or what, but I have no idea. That's one of the things I want to do, just play Fall Guys randomly. Oh, but again, I think it does come at a bit of a cost where it might attract more people who play Fall Guys, and then they'll see my content is a bit different to what they expected, and then they'll, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I might actually do that. Just maybe like a one-off or something. Maybe for like an occasional like seasonal thing, like perhaps for Christmas or something. I don't know. It would only be me and him because yeah, but I am open to probably doing more of like a. I'd be down to actually to do like a game night on the Discord that we have because bro, the Discord is deader than a dodo. And here's the thing, Fall Guys is free. Obviously, you don't have to set up an Epic Games account, but it's free. And yeah, I think we should do that at some point. I think we should genuinely do that at some point, like a Fall Guys game night in my Discord or something. But that is something I can bring up in there. Actually, you know what? It's funny because nobody's asked for that. Never tried Fall Guys. What do you think about it? I think it's good. Unfortunate because me and my friend do it, and we don't. I mean, we occasionally play the public stuff. We have to do the public stuff, otherwise we can't progress. But like, I think it's good. I think it's good. The private rooms, like the private parties that you can make with people, that's mainly what we use it for. If we want to unlock things, because you do have to obviously earn the in-game currency. Ooh. But to do that, we just go onto custom-made levels and just piss around. It is fun though. I will admit it is fun. Even the player base is nice. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, because you have some player bases that are a bit of a, I'll be honest. Some player bases, they're a bit of twats, right? In my honest opinion, they're a bit of a dick. Roblox, but yeah, some player bases are a bit like some communities are a bit not that some of the communities aren't very good. Fall Guys' community is pretty nice, actually, from what I've witnessed when we've played like public lobbies, which is honestly refreshing to see. Now I don't know what the community's like because I don't know what the community is like outside of that because I'm not in the Discord. I don't even know if they even have a Discord for it. They probably do, but yeah, yeah, right. I don't know how the fuck I managed to get onto the community, despite the fact that you just asked what do you think of Fall Guys. Yeah, no, I think Fall Guys is good. I yap a bit too much. I go on a bit of a tangent. I am known to do that. We all know the drill by now. I am usually known to do that. Uh, let me see. What else do we have? What else do I need to? Yeah. So one of the other things, right, that I also need, like, I am also gonna say, but why didn't I should have put all these down as a fucking note or something. I should have made notes about what I was gonna say, then I don't go off track. Uh, I am professional. Oh yeah, actually, no, hang on, 1 minute. Let me just get it really quick. I tell you one thing I can talk about because one of the things I was going to mention is the fact that how my Christmas went. My Christmas went pretty good. So let me just get the thing that I got really quick. Some of you in my Discord will probably already know. Well, yeah, you'll probably already know about this. But for the general public, I have a kalimba. I don't even know if it picks up, but let's just assume that it does. Hang on. Let me just. I don't think it picks. Does it pick up? I think that sounded like it. That looked like it picked up. Anyway, I have a kalimba, and I've been basically doing stuff to it that you probably shouldn't do with a kalimba, like play it into a cup. Playing a kalimba into a cup, by the way, sounds so fucking interesting. I ain't gonna spoil it because I am doing something with that. But I do have a kalimba, and it's a kalimba. I even came up with my own little fucking articulation that nobody else came up with, and it's like a weird praying to the. I pray that it actually works. Hang on, let me actually listen to the stream really quick just to make sure that it's definitely gonna pick up. All right, let's do it. Don't know if that picked up. It didn't even pick up. I'm listening back to the stream. It didn't even pick up. So you're probably thinking, what the bloody hell's he doing? But that's tragic. Okay, well, anyway, right. I did this. I swear, right. This is the second time I tried to play it on something, or like this is the second time I've tried to play something, and it doesn't pick up. Like the last time was yesterday, right? Now I don't know how many people here know about. Don't know how many people here know about this, but occasionally, by occasionally I mean like every 2 fucking weeks. Occasionally, I pop onto a live stream with other composers, right? I occasionally just pop in just to be like, hey, how's it going? I'm doing this just for funsies. And what I've done yesterday is I went onto there and I showed them my kalimba. I'll probably get a video of it or something. Like, if they edit it into the video, which should be coming... If they edit it into the video, which should be coming out next Tuesday, I will be sure to, like, link it or something. But, like... 1 minute. Right, anyway. Like, if I was to, like, if they actually edit it into the video, I hope they do. I actually pray that they do, because sometimes I don't. Because sometimes there's been parts where I just yap and they don't actually like feature me, annoyingly. But you know, I mean, it's understandable because it's kind of irrelevant. I don't know. I just kind of yap away, but it's okay. It's fine. If I actually make it into the video, I'll be sure to link it and I'll timestamp it. Because it's funny. Like, I basically said to Christian, which is the guy, Christian Henson, who's basically someone who I talk to on these podcasts, right? And I basically said to him that I basically fucked around with a kalimba, recorded it 3 times because I'm a fucking nutter, and tried to turn it into a group of kalimbas. Unfortunately, it didn't sound how I hoped. Okay, I might actually do a whole video about the experiment I wanted to do with a kalimba, right? But basically, like, what I wanted to do is, like, you know, just record the kalimba, record it about 3 times. I'm not even kidding, I have like 3 samples. I had 3 sample sessions saved on my phone with it. I have 3 more that I did today. That was me playing into my cup, which created a very interesting sound. People will be... I swear, my neighbours probably hate me. My neighbours probably hate me now because of that. But it's okay. It's not like it was incredibly loud. So, yeah, I've been doing that with the kalimba, which is a point. Like, I want to make a video about what happens when you record a kalimba 3 times. And then I get absolutely flabbergasted because absolutely nothing happens. I'm not even kidding, right? If you record a kalimba 3 times, this is what happens, right? Nothing. I was expecting it to sound like a group. But I'm guessing, because of how it sounds to begin with, there's not really that much changing in terms of frequency. And that's probably why it's not, like, any different. Now, granted, I probably could get away with it if I used different volumes, but, like, if I just did it so one's playing quietly and one's playing fucking loud, no ensemble effect. Interesting. Yeah, so, like, I recorded it 3 times, and it just sounded like one kalimba amplified. That's all it sounded like. And obviously, I didn't really like that effect, which is why I put my kalimba in a cup instead. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I mean, I'm still turning it into an instrument. I'm turning it into a playable instrument for people just because why not? Because I've got nothing better to do. No, but like, here's the thing. I'm not only just gonna use the kalimba, sample it, and call it a day. No. I am gonna try and make a piece using it, like the actual thing, not like the virtual instrument version. I am gonna do like a piece with it probably at some point. I don't know. I mean, I do like. I probably could. It will improve my rhythm skills because my rhythm is fucking bad. Believe it or not. You know, everything might sound in time or whatnot, but my rhythm is incredibly bad. I don't play things in. It's all what the nerds call quantized. Which you could argue sounds a bit like a computer's wrote it. Note how I say computer and not AI. Two very different things. It does have a nice... again, it is nice. The kalimba's nice. I've been playing with it since I got it. Not even kidding. I've been fidgeting it with it since I got it on Christmas. That's when I got it. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Speaking of, over the past couple months leading up to Christmas, I have got myself even more virtual instruments, right? Like, ones that you could probably, like, not even kidding, there's this one company that I got a sound from. There was a company I got a sound from, right, and I'll tell you what it was in a minute. They gave me, like, a voucher over the holidays, or over Christmas. They gave me, like, a voucher that was, what was it? It was like a €25 voucher, right? Now, everything in the store is in euros, just to make things, you know. So I was able, right, to get a fucking terrifying sounding hurdy-gurdy for free with it. And I have to say, I'm completely baffled because it is very nice sounding. It's terrifying. If you want to know what it's called, right? If anyone wants to know what it's called, I don't know if the voucher's expired or not. Like, because here's the thing, it'll be the same for everyone. It'll be the same coupon for everyone. But it's a very terrifying hurdy-gurdy from a library. Search up Orchestral Tools Corvan. It is bloody terrifying. You can get it. You can buy the instruments individually, Or if they give you like a voucher, you can get one of the, provided it's not over €25, you can get one of the €25, you can get one of the below under €50 things for free, provided it, isn't over the, like, actual thing. But it is very nice. Like, I would, it'd be lovely if you could attach images to, like, a YouTube live chat. That'd be amazing if you could do that, but, unfortunately, we can't. But it is a fucking it is an absolutely terrifying hurdy-gurdy, right? I actually have used it. I've used it in a current track that I've made for something. I don't know if I'm gonna release it yet, because I'm making a bunch of tracks before I actually do release it. But it is terrifying. It is genuinely terrifying. And another thing I got was, okay, so hang on 1 minute. Yeah, right, okay, I'm back. Right, one of the things I also got, right, was, this wasn't for free, this is actually something I bought, right, which was, this was during the Black Friday sale, actually. Well, whenever Black Friday was going round, right, the company that I really love when it comes to making sounds, like, because they're a company that makes sounds, they go by the name of Crow Hill, and they're my favourite. Crow Hill. I had to say it again because I have this thing of mumbling. I have to make sure I say it properly, otherwise people are going to be like, what's he saying? I have a temptation to do that. No, tendency. I have a tendency to do that. I can't help it. Anyway, they gave me, on Black Friday, a £15 voucher. And yes, it was in Great British pounds. Oh, bloody hell. Bottle of water. Anyway, yeah, so, they gave me that. And I actually didn't know what to spend it on. Because here's the thing. I have basically every single one of the products that's under £10. I'm not even kidding. I have vaults, which are free. I have every single one of the vaults, which are free. If you don't know what vaults is, it's like a free series of instruments. Think of Spitfire Labs before they turned subscription. Basically, it's that. Anyway, so I have them, and I also have, like, these other two, which I was able to get during like a couple years back. No, it wasn't a couple years back. It was a couple years back because we're in 2026. Anyway, so I got them. I don't know if I got them. I think I got them separately. I think I got them at a different time, at two very different times. But hopefully, right, I was able to get them. And unfortunately, right, because of that, I wasn't able to get them all. Like, I wasn't. No, I mean, because of that, I wasn't able to. I'm not. Give me a minute. Because of the fact that I have the stuff that's already £10 for free with those vouchers, I'm not actually able to use it. And luckily, during the Black Friday stuff, or as Christian likes to call it, Fuck Off Friday. That's a funny name. Anyway, I basically, okay, one of the things I actually got with it, if not the only thing I got with it, was a library called Cello Motors. I was able to get it for £15. Yay. In case you're wondering, if you don't know what cello motors is, it's like a how do I describe it? It's rhythms. It basically plays rhythms. But it's not like a phrase library. It isn't like a phrase thing where it's like a already existing melody. No. It's just rhythms that are pre-orchestrated. They're very nice. And I don't know what it is, but anything that Christian plays in his videos, they're immediately inspiring and they're almost tempting. They're very tempting to get. Now, I didn't get anything this time because they gave everyone a 25 quid voucher, and unfortunately, I didn't get anything with it. And you're probably thinking why that is, because unfortunately, the other two stuff, that's 30 quid, which would, yeah, in theory, knock it down to 4 quid, I don't particularly have much interest in. Like, yeah, Christian plays it very well, I won't lie, but I know if I was to get it, it would probably sit on my laptop, hogging up storage. Which is, you know, I don't know, like, sometimes that can happen. Not all the time it happens, but sometimes it can happen. But, and, you know, I know that there's the whole thing of, well, it's there if you need it. I know about that, but, like, I don't really have a hard drive, like, no, I do have a hard drive, technically I do. I don't have, like, what do you call them? Like the Seagate, SSD, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't have an SSD, so I don't really have any other place to store them other than my laptop. I might get an SSD though, because, man, I really need to, like, save up storage. I'm nearly out of storage on this thing. Gee, I wonder why that is. Could it be because I have an incredibly large amount of libraries? Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, I've uninstalled a couple of them, though. Simply because of that. Anyway, so, yeah. Those are the things that I got. Now I'm going to get into... I know, I've been yapping, and it's 48 minutes, and now I'm only off the... I'm now going on to the second thing that I'm going to talk about, which is kind of related to libraries, and that is my piano book. Right? I'm going to be honest here, right? My piano book journey has been fucking insane. I won't lie, it's been absolutely insane, right? And the next thing that's going to come out, which, if I don't get anything out before that, is going to be Deadline. I'm going to tell you now, right, for anyone who actually will end up using that, I'm going to tell you this now, you are not prepared for the fucking scary shit that I put in that. You are not prepared for that. Trust me, it is terrifying. Like, here's the thing, right? I'm counting it as a collab. Because it is a collab, right? It's a collab with Christian Henson, right? I call it a collab because, well, it's his library, and I asked him if I could bring it back to life, and he was like, absolutely! And I've been developing it for a month, and now I've done it. And it is on my piano book. It isn't fully out. It's just, like, it's there, but it's pending submission. Like, it's in the queue to basically be approved. So it is just, you know, when it comes out, trust me, you will know about it because the video is going to come out directly at the same time. Now, technically, the video has already been uploaded. I've already done the video. This is why, you know what? This is actually why I like to upload the library first before I actually make the video. Because if I make the video during the process of doing it, my brain's going to get fatigued and it's just going to not bother. But at the same time, like, and then when, you know, because when it goes on to Pianobook then, and it's like pending to basically be like public, it just gives me a deadline, no pun intended. But yeah. It gives me a deadline to get the video out. Otherwise it's gonna go up and I won't have a video. And people are gonna be like, how do I use it? Here's the thing though, right? I know lots of people probably there's a lot of people out there who, you know, because I've seen overview videos, right? I've seen overview videos and people actually take the product seriously. And then you just have me who just fucks around with it, and you're probably thinking why that is. It's because it's a hobby. You gotta have fun whilst doing it. And for me, the fun bit is making the video. Because I get to do shit and it'll look out of context. It's definitely not so I can do those out of context videos. It's definitely not because of that. I mean, here's the thing. Nobody's going to understand the context of... Okay, yeah, nobody's actually going to understand the context of this, right? Basically, I uploaded this video a couple days... Like, literally, on the last day, I uploaded a video, which is like a... Definitely not LOL. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not so that I can do those out of context videos. I mean, come on, my favourite thing out of them moments has to be the part where I say, what have you been doing to that poor violin in the basement? Thing is, right, someone asked me the other... Well, no, they didn't ask me, but... Did they? Hang on, let me just go through the chat really quick. No, it wasn't that. Like someone said to me that I'm always funny, you know, and I'm like, I don't even know how I do it. And they go, yes, you do. And I'm like, I honestly have no idea how I do it. I just say what comes to my mind. I just say what comes to mind, and I don't know, I'm just... I follow in the footsteps of a content creator known as Cadicarus, right? And if you know how he does his videos, which that's if you know who he is in the first place, basically the way he does his videos is he just sits there and does it. Like, even he doesn't explain how he does it. He can't even explain how he does his videos. You know, this explains a lot. Yeah. I follow in the footsteps of Caddy. If there's something that I find funny, I write it... Well, no, I don't write it down, but I keep it logged in my head. Caddy writes it down. I don't, because... I don't know, I just keep it in my head. But... yeah, like if you was to... I'm not gonna... Like, if you was to look at a Cadicarus video, you would see a lot of resemblances. Like, you could definitely see the inspiration. Because it has no context. It's fucking... It's crazy. It's a very similar video style, in a way. I mean, I do try. Obviously, I do put it on I do put it on its head. I mean, but like, yeah, it's like the people I take inspiration. It's funny, right? Right, because Cadicarus doesn't even do the types of videos I do. He does reviews on, well, yeah, he doesn't like to call them reviews, but he does. It's like on games and things like that. It's mainly like he reviews games and things. Here's the thing, right? In a way, the way the sample library community is, you could compare it to the gaming industry in a couple of ways. Because both of them you can play, just in very different ways. Like, I don't know, like, the reason why the reason why I make my videos fucking funny, like, instead of, like, taking the product seriously, is because I don't know, I think it adds more personality to it. Like, I got a review on Violin Experiments, right, I'll get it up, actually, right? There's a review on Violin Experiments, right? And I think this characterizes it very well as to, I think this sums up my video style when it comes to showing off these things, right? Because I don't do it, believe it or not, right? I don't do it and basically be like, buy my, well, not buy my product because it's free. Get my product now. I don't do that. Like, Angle, let me just get it up. Let me just get the Violin Experiments review up. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of, I have 60 followers on Pianobook, by the way. So I nearly burped then. Thank you. Oh yeah, and also Violin Experiments also has 1.5k downloads. It is halfway to 2k. Anyway, let me just get the review up. So the review said, if I can find it. Yeah, funny enough, this guy actually is the one who, like, he takes control of Pianobook now. Now, Christian is part of Pianobook still. He's just not playing a bigger role, like a big. He's just like he's there. He's still the founder of it. He's just not like he doesn't. He just it's like he doesn't play a big enough. He doesn't play a huge role in that like he used to, where he would basically, you know, it's like he's there. He's still the head of it, but he doesn't like. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say with this. He's the head, but he's like, you know, he has someone else who's helping. I think that's the best way to put it, actually. Anyway, so this is what that guy actually said, because, funny enough, that's the guy who's actually, like, one of the project leads for Pianobook. He left a review on it, and he says, even this is what he said about my video as well. Your video makes me love it even more. You're so funny and creative. Keep up the great work. And, that was very nice. Like, that sums up my videos when it comes to making these libraries. And I think even in the, I think like you won't be able to see this because like it's not in the actual video. But I did an interview recently with Samuel. I can't pronounce his second name or last name, so I'm gonna call him Sam. I'm gonna call him Samuel. I I actually said to him that I like to. I'm more focused on personality. Wait, no, actually, no. I think it is in the video. I'm more personality focused. I prefer to show off my personality because it shines through the sounds. I don't know what it is, but like, whilst it's another player playing it for me, you can hear it has my characteristic in there. If that makes any sense at all. Like, it has my sound. Especially this kalimba library, it's going to definitely have my sound because it's my instrument. But yeah, so yeah, I really look forward to the future of what I do because it is going to be bonkers. You know, like I will be honest, like Inanimate Glitches has 247 downloads, and that's a lot. But to be honest with you, compared to Violent Experiments, which exploded almost immediately, super excited for this kalimba. Wait, so how would you go figuring out what your sound is? How would you figure out? Hang on. Let me read that again. How would you go about figuring out what your sound is? Well, here's the thing, right? My sound, in air quotes, let's just put it in air quotes, my sound, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if it's the way I mix them, but like, I don't know, it just has like a certain, like, I don't know how I went about it, it just happened, I don't know, it just happened. I think my sound, like, probably originates from, like, Danny Elfman and things like that. I think that's where my sound probably originates from. Because here's the thing, right? You know, I only do the, like, you know, people will be thinking I'm actually doing this as a career. I'm not. I'm just doing it as a fun thing. And hey, if other things happen, like for example, if a company decides to reach out to me and it's like, hello, would you like to collab? I'd be like, sure, why not? Let's get a massive string section and let's do some freaky fucking shit. But yeah, no, I'd be down to do that. I'd honestly be down to do that. Crowhill, Christian, you have my Instagram. Hit me up. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh shit. Guys, we've just reached a milestone. Guys, we've just reached a milestone on my piano book. I've just looked. My first hit, which was Aleatory, has got 2k downloads. I don't know if it's picking up, but I'm clapping. I've just noticed this. Aleatory's got 2k downloads. Go onto the Pianobook page, look for Aleatory. You're going to see it's at 2k downloads. Oh my god. That is insane. Fucking 2k downloads. Holy shit. Bridgescapes is nearly at a milestone as well. It's nearly at 500. I really need to do a video. I gotta do a short about it. Or like, no, I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram and I'm gonna say 2k downloads. Damn, congrats. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Like, I just opened Pianobook just to look at the review for Violin Experiments, and then I see that, and it jump scares me. That is a proper jump scare. Well, glad we caught that on stream. we caught that on stream. That one's actually, no, I won't lie. That one's fucking, that aleatory is special. Aleatory is a special thing because, like, my whole reason for doing that, right? My whole reason for making, yeah, my whole reason for making aleatory was because I couldn't afford all the things that were out there. Because here's the thing, all the things that are out there, they're like fucking expensive, and it's like, you know, it's frustrating. And I was like, why can't they do it for free? I just want scary string noises for the price of nothing. So I did it myself, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I'll hire myself a little trio of string players, cellist. No, two cellists. Yeah, two cellists, one double bass player, and a violinist. You all know her. You all know the violinist who I've worked with. It's like we've collabed on so many things. Me and that violinist. That is insane, though. 2K downloads. Holy fucking crap. I'm making a post about it on my Instagram right now. I have to make a post about it. And I'm going to post this. And I'm going to say... So it's going to have the screenshot. And I'm going to skip ahead. Actually, zoom it in a bit just to make it very clear. Wait, does Instagram have like a... They don't have the draw thing for the image. That's annoying. Overlay? No, it's not overlay. Okay. Edit. Let's see. No. Oh, fuck it. Okay, we'll just zoom it in a bit. There we go. Right. Next, I'm going to put just caught this on just caught this on my live stream, and then I'm going to put in brackets still going, by the way. Still going, by the way. And I just found that aleatory, i.e., my first quote unquote child. Look, right. I know some people are going to find that weird. Some people are going to find that weird, being like, why are you calling a sample library a child? Here's the thing, right? I use that metaphorically, obviously. So it's like my first quote unquote child on my Pianobook page has reached 2K downloads. That's mental, in all caps. Thank you. Purple heart. There we go. There we go. Now I've posted that. That is insane, though. Like, holy shit. Like, to think that only happened, right? To think that aleatory not only stemmed from me, like, basically wanting to get horror effects, but also, like, a couple of the samples, I think it was like it was the pits and the violin slides that are in there. Those were from a abandoned album that I made. Well, it wasn't really an album, it was more like a extended play, if anything. Yeah, EP. It was more like an EP, if anything. And yeah, it was in collab with an ex. We were dating at the time, in case you're wondering. Uh, I'm not gonna get into that though. We broke up quite horribly, and it was quite horrible. And yeah. And then I found the samples, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I turned it into a decent sampler instrument for no reason at all? And now look at where we are. 2K downloads. Jesus, that is mental. That is absolutely insane. I just realised I've been yapping too much about Pianobook and I haven't been bothered to continue with what else I was going to say because there's other stuff that I have to cover. Again, well deserved. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just it's going through my mind. Hang on. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there is more stuff that I need to cover because I haven't gone through everything yet. This is probably going to be a long fucking stream with how things are going. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I do need to. Right, I am planning on doing more stuff. I am like, well, obviously I plan on doing more stuff too, but I mean, like, I plan to do stuff that kind of shows me just how, like, I don't know, I just want to show how I actually do music. I do actually want to show people how I actually do music. Because, and I'm not doing it in the sense of tutorial. No, 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 no. I'm not doing spawns in. I, since I have, yeah, well, welcome. You just missed a milestone. You just missed a milestone that we reached. It's not subscribers or anything. We just reached one of my packs on a thing called Pianobook reached 2K downloads. You just missed my reaction. So welcome. I mean, you could always rewind it. You could always rewind it if you want to hear my reaction, but I I was completely baffled. Anyway, yeah, welcome. Another thing I also need to, the thing I need to also talk about is what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, that's it. Dang, congratulations. Thank you. Thankies. So what I was gonna, so yeah, like one of the things I also want to do, I don't know if this is gonna be set in stone because I'm very bad at keeping to my word when it comes to saying things. But I want to try and do more videos of just showing me actually making music, right? Now, Again, I don't know how well this will work out, because knowing me, I'll probably end up like not doing it after a month or something. But like, and I don't mean in the sense of, hey everyone, this is how I do this. This is how I do this genre. It's not like that. No. I don't mean in the sense of just like a tutorial. Because there's too many people out there who do tutorials, and that's not a bad thing, but I don't want to blend in with people in terms of tutorials. I just wanna get into the nitty fucking gritty with it. If that makes sense. Like, I mean, here's the thing. If I was to, I would be a very bad instructor when it comes to tutorials. I am a very bad instructor when it comes to tutorials, because right, here's the thing, right? I was essentially a band kid. I was a band kid, and it was like I was on keyboard. I didn't really like do any like sheet music or whatnot, which is funny when you think about it, because I use MuseScore 4, right? Which is funny when you think about it, because it's like, so you say that you do that, but you can use MuseScore. You say you're a band kid who doesn't particularly understand music theory as such, but you use MuseScore 4. How the fuck does that work? Honestly, I have no idea. Here's the thing, right? Well, literally the way I started out, and I'm not even kidding with this. You can ask many of my friends who have been like witnessing me flourish as a music man. Music man. See, this is how you know I don't like to call myself a composer, because I don't know, I think that term's a bit patronising. Um, I don't know. I call myself a music man because it sounds, I don't know. It just sounds like a me. It just sounds like me. It sounds like something I would say. Music man. I ain't a composer. I'm a music man. I say as my handle has composer in the name of it. Contradicting. No, but like, I don't know. Whenever I talk about my stuff to people, I never music man. I don't know why I read it like that. I've no idea how MatPat even says it, because I've never watched MatPat. I've actually never watched MatPat. But I genuinely, like, I even unironically I call myself Music Man. I don't like, I don't really call myself a composer. I call myself a music man, because I don't know, like, I don't know. I just find composer a bit patronising. I don't know why. I just do. But yeah, either way, I do. Like I said, I do want to do like things that I find interesting. I do want to do videos about things I find particularly interesting when it comes to the stuff that I actually do. Because, like, yeah. And one thing I have been thinking about doing, right? And I know I've said that I was going to use my second channel for all this shit, but honestly, for what it's worth, I might as well just do what I want to do on my second channel on this channel. It will be easier. Because honestly, my channel's a mishmash of random shit anyway. Like, I don't know. Like, my second channel, it exists, but like, I haven't uploaded a single video in months on it. And yeah, I don't know. I might just leave it to just this one that you're watching now. Because it'll be better. It's going to be better than my second channel. Because my second channel. Here's the thing, right? I've learned in 2025. I learned this. If you make another YouTube channel, it is going to crash. It is going to not crash, but like it's going to be difficult. And it's especially difficult when you have like a big well, I mean for me it's kind of a big following, isn't it? 1.06k subscribers or whatever. And I could do shorts on there, but like I don't know. That's why I wanna just put everything on my main channel. It's just easier to manage. It isn't a clusterfuck. One thing, this is the only time I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not actually gonna get into the box. I'm not gonna get into the bog details of it, but I'm surprised people are taking the thing of me leaving Team Ari very well. People people have people are taking it well, given the circumstances. I'm not going to go into the details of it because that's not what this stream's about. But yeah, I'm glad people are taking that better than I anticipated. I thought it was all going to go heavily wrong, but here we are. Here we are now. Now, granted, during that time, I was at 1.07, but then I dropped when that video came out, so might have been coincidence, I don't know, but maybe there's some people out there who are probably going to be like, oh, he's not going to do Mario the Music Box anymore, I'm out, bye-bye! No, but like, seriously though, like, honestly, I'm glad it's being taken better than how I anticipated it. Like, I was expecting it to go wrong, and thankfully it didn't. But yeah. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, let me go back to the tutorial thing. Not tutorial, but you get what I mean. Like I said, I do want to do videos of basically just me fiddling around with shit. Like, I might even do videos on how I do the sound design for my libraries. I might honestly do that. Although it's nothing. I reckon no, it'd be helpful. I reckon if people want to piss around with like a violin sample or something, and they want to turn it into a fucking terrifying sound, yeah, I can probably do a crash course in that. Oh, but then again, I suppose that's what the whole idea of Dev Diary is. But yeah, that's speaking of Dev Diary, right? For those who don't know what it is, it's like a thing where I'm basically doing this thing where I'm making a instrument, and I'm using one of my other releases that I'm doing, which is a sequel to my violin experiments library. Oh, why am I doing the sequel? Because yes, it's doing very well. It is very anticipated. I have to do a sequel. Hopefully it's not going to be like a Disney movie. And by that I mean the sequels of a Disney movie. Fucking shit. It's not going to be shit. I can guarantee that now. I have my full-blown trust in Ariana. we know what we're gonna do. And here's the thing, right? The previous library, which is, well, violin experiments, but the previous one, that's gonna be that's more focused on solos, right? More violin experiments, which is the sequel, right? And this is actually this is basically giving what the audience wants, right? Just because I am an absolute nutter. So the first one is focused on solos, right? And I saw a review, and someone was like, "So I'd like one that's like an ensemble." All right, all right. That's what the sequel has. Is gonna have. It's not a big ensemble because that would take forever to do. It's like I think it's like it's three violins. We have three violins in mind. We're doing three, but don't you fucking worry. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be just as chaotic as I don't know. It's going to be just as chaotic as the first one. I mean, the first one, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I was on with the first one, but the first one I was probably off my fucking nuts making. But yeah. So yeah, look forward to the sequel of that. Also look forward to my kalimba library because that is going to be exciting. Because I am genuinely, I'm not even kidding, I am experimenting with it because, I've seen, there's people out on Pianobook who have done a kalimba library before, right? And it's just your bog standard. By bog standard, I mean this. Let me just get my kalimba out. I literally mean just this. I don't even know if that picked up. But it's just a kalimba note. Like, it's just a kalimba hit, nothing else. Me, on the other hand, I played a kalimba into a coffee cup, so I think that tells you I think that tells you where I am. I think that tells you where I am with that. Whereas my stream stopped. Right, confirmation that it definitely hasn't stopped. Good, right. We're just checking then. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, right, kalimba, right. Here's the thing, right, on Pianobook, there's many kalimba libraries. Many of them, right? And because there's many kalimba libraries, it might, you might assume, oh, it's going to be difficult to compete. Not really. I mean, I can just do this. Hang on. I can just do this. I don't know. Oh, no, there we go. It actually picks up on the stream. Okay, that's good. But, like, I can literally just play this into a cup. And I will post, like, a video at some point just talking about that. Because I find it particularly interesting. But, yeah. Like, here's the thing. Hey, if that's the case, that means I can probably try my experiment that I tried earlier, which is the new articulation I thought of. Not many kalimba players can do this. Oh, hang on. Literally just like a fucking... like a trem. It's like a tremolo kind of thing. It sounds pretty nice, though. It's a really, like... I plan to call that a swarm, because that's what it is. It's like a swarming effect. That's what I have in my mind. It's just like a swarm effect. But, Well, good. I actually have recorded all that. Like I said, I actually had to do a retake of the. Hang on, let me just stop the video on my end because it's distracting. I actually used. I actually did do a retake. I had to do a re-record yesterday of the articulation that I thought of, which is like the trem. I had to do a re-record of it because I wasn't satisfied with the previous recording. Here's the thing, right? You might think it'd be easy to play kalimba, and yes, it is easy to play. You know, it's just literally flicking it. If you're playing something like what I just played, you can imagine how difficult it would be because your finger will catch the other notes, so it's difficult. And I was on a live stream yesterday, and a recommendation I got was to actually just play it slowly. So yeah, like, also I had to, like, a way of doing that, like, I got a recommendation just to do it slower, so then it's not, well, there was other contributing things, that's what, so then it didn't sound as intense. Because chances are, if I was to play it fast, it probably would be a bit intense, but yeah. I do look forward to making that, though. Especially the sound designy stuff. And I might actually use that as an example of doing sound design stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I might do. I might do that. It's tempting. Because I wouldn't really need to. All I'd have to do is just screen record it. Or what I might do, just so then it puts less pressure on my laptop, is I do a stream, but I basically make the stream private. So only I'm able to see it. Because believe it or not, unless of course it's with my microphone, the stream doesn't lag. Believe it or not, it actually doesn't lag. So I might do that. It puts less strain on my laptop, I say, as my CPU is 64%. That's definitely not putting strain on it. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, so yeah, what else was I going to talk about? I think that was it. I want to do more stuff where it just shows me making music. And then I also want to do like occasional one-off streams where I'm just fucking around on Fall Guys with my mate. I've got more Pianobook libraries on the way. Oh, actually, no, I actually haven't gone into that in full, right? Pianobook wise, right? I'm gonna treat. I made an Instagram post which I think is like a keynote, right? So obviously we've got Deadline coming out, and if you don't know what, okay, basically, look, I'll go into depth about what Deadline is just briefly. Basically, it's like a library for a TV show that is out. There's a TV show that I have a heavy fixation on, right? And the composer made a library for it, which is Christian Henson. He made a library with it for it, which contained a cello, a very off-sounding mini harp, a triple felt piano, and a buzzer. I think that's right. Yeah, cello, harp, piano, buzzer. Yeah, Now, the thing is, right, that thing is like 7 years old. I'm not even kidding, it's like 7 years old. And yeah, because of that, you know, it hasn't really got a decent sampler port. So I decided to ask him, hey, could I port it? And his response was absolutely. So I've been working on that. And like I said, that's on Pianobook currently. It's pending publication. It's pending approval. But I do have other stuff coming, right? I noticed I haven't actually said what else is coming, but obviously we've got more. I've said about more violin experiments, which is more focused on sections, right? There is still going to be solos in it though. Another thing that I'm doing is, hang on 1 minute. Right, anyway, one of the things I'm also doing is actually a tie-in to violin experiments, right? You might be thinking, a tie-in? Eyes emoji? Tie-in? Yeah, cello experiments. I got my hands on a cellist. I've got my firm grasp on a cellist, and I'm basically getting them to play cellist stuff. By cellist stuff, I mean things that come from my mind. Because, yeah, I'm insane. Anyway, so yeah, we've got cello experiments coming, right? And I decided to do a cello sound. I wanted to do a cello library, like a full-blown cello library, because I have a soft spot for ominous cellos. I have a very soft spot for ominous cellos. I think that's where my sound is really gonna shine through, honestly. Anyway, obviously, as I stated, there's the kalimba instrument that I'm working on. Believe it or not, it's creatively called Kalimba Experiments. Very creative. Anyway, no, it's because Experiments is the name of the line of instruments that I'm doing. The idea is that I'm just pissing around with instruments for funsies. Anyway, and there's actually one that I haven't announced before, right? So in one of my videos, I mentioned about how there was an instrument that I never thought I would be sampling, right? And I'm going to tell you what it is, right? So the library that it's more of a line of stuff. The line of stuff I'm planning on making is a thing called Ancient Winds, which makes it sound like Ancient Winds. And at first, it might sound like farts, like a very old fart, but trust me, it's not. It's basically woodwinds that sound ancient. To me, anyway. I think they sound ancient. As an example, a duduk. That is the instrument that I said I never thought I'd be sampling. A duduk. Gonna be sampling a duduk. Which is like a Armenian flute. I don't know if that's even how you say it, but it's like a type of flute, and it sounds fucking creepy. To me, it sounds creepy. I don't know what it is. There's just something creepy about it. It's ominous. But we have to wait for the duduk, because the duduk player has informed me that the mouthpiece for it isn't. There's something wrong with the mouthpiece, so he has to get another one. So what we're doing in the meantime is an ocarina. Oh, ocarina! Never thought you'd say that. It's gonna be Zelda. Oh, Zelda. No, but like, I don't know why I did that. No, but like, I'm gonna be sampling an ocarina. I'm not gonna call it Ocarina of Time. No, I can't do that. Nintendo would sue me for that. Now, Just making it very clear in case anybody starts asking me about Zelda. I've never played Zelda in my life. Therefore, the only thing I know about is the Ocarina. That's the only thing I know about it. I don't really know anything else about it apart from Link. I don't play it. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know what else is next. I don't know what's going to come after those libraries that I've just mentioned, which is Deadline, More Violent Experiments, Cello Experiments, Kalimba Experiments, fucking Ancient Winds. I should have called it Ancient Wind Experiment. Oh, no, I have an idea of one, right? And some of you are going to be like, what the fuck, when I say this, right? And I am going to say it, I might as well just say it. It's like a fucking... I would also serve this as like a keynote. One of the things I also plan to do, and my friend has to get his hands on one at some point, is an Aztec death whistle. Yes, I was very quiet on purpose there, but he's going to be getting his hands, because here's the thing, you can get a very cheap Aztec death whistle for like 15 quid. So what he's going to be doing, right, is getting an Aztec death whistle, right, and without doxing where I am, because, well, that's not very good, is it? There's like a place I go to. I think I've posted it on my community post before, right? But there's like a tunnel in a place that we usually go. There's like a bridge where me and my friend usually sometimes hang out during summer, right? And one of the things, right, about that bridge is that under there it is very reverberant. And I mean reverberant. It's almost like a fucking cave. So with a bit of luck, and if it's actually doable, we are going to go under that bridge and record an Aztec death whistle. It might go wrong. Not particularly because of the fact that when you blow into an Aztec death whistle, it sounds like screaming. But I mean in the sense of the reverberance might not even pick up because my phone mic is crap. Which is another reason why I want to get a headset. So yeah, we're doing that as well. Because then we can go out and record it. I mean, if all else fails, we'd have to do it in a forest. Away from cars. But needless to say, that's what we plan on doing. It's going to be insane what we're going to be doing. Also, right, I've now just realised that I have my image as my Christmas image, right? Didn't even occur to me that in the background the Christmas tree's still up, so now I can do the joke of my character hasn't put his Christmas tree down, he's too excited. My character's too excited to put his Christmas tree down. Anyway, I've been yapping for fucking hell, nearly 2 hours. I've been yapping for almost 2 hours now. My voice is sore. Well, not sore, but like it's croaky. You can probably hear it actually that my voice is starting to go. I don't have any water on me, so I am going to end the stream here because yes. So, oh my god, my voice is going. I am going to head off. So, those of you who have those of you who have arrived to the stream, thank you for attending. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I don't know, it'll probably be on my birthday. If you want to know when my birthday is, it's in 1 month and 2 days. Do you figure it out? Not including today. I should also mention that, not including today. It's on the 4th of February, so be prepared for that. Anyway, I might stream on that day. I don't know. Depends. Anyway, if I do, I'll let you all know in advance, because I really need to do that more. I really need to let you all know when I go live in advance. Because last year, that was my issue. I kept going live and I didn't announce it beforehand, so nobody showed up. Maybe like 1 or 2 people. So, yeah, I am going to end now. So, thank you for coming along. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed, do all the YouTube buzzwords. I don't have to say them because we all know what the YouTube buzzwords are. Like, subscribe. I can't really say join my Patreon because I don't have a Patreon and I have no plans to make a Patreon. If I did, I'd probably make it free. Just make Patreon stuff free. I don't even know if that's even possible. Anyway, like, subscribe, join my socials if you want. You don't have to. It's not obligatory. You're not obliged to do that. You don't have to do that. Wait, obliged isn't the is that the right word? Obligated. Obligated. Not obliged, it's obligated. I'm a fucking dumbass. Anyway, you're not obligated. I can't speak. You are not obligated to follow me, but if you want to do it, please. It'll support me. Anyway, bye bye.